My name is Dr. J.J. Wellman, and I founded Pampered Paws Animal Hospital in 2004. It's definitely my baby. We started with just an animal hospital, and then we built a pet resort and a dog park, and then even put in a splash pad for our daycare champions. And we've got about 6.3 acres, and it's definitely a very happy place for animals. So my family's over 1,000 miles away, and Pampered Paws is my baby. And when I started to realize as a single mother that I wanted to move closer to family, or needed to move closer to family, it was a very tough decision to make, and I wasn't sure if it was going to be possible. And so I started calling different organizations to get some guidance. When I called Roger Lee, he was extremely helpful. He educated me on all the possibilities and spent a good half an hour on the phone with me. I got more information from him than all the other research I had done. He was very supportive, very patient. Evaluating an animal hospital is a really tricky thing. There's multiple different formulas, and he listed it for higher than I gave him, and we did in fact get more than what he listed it for. One thing that really helped facilitate the process is that Roger Lee is a lawyer, and every time I picked up the phone to call him, I could reach him and he could answer my questions. He did a very good job of being an advocate for me and my business, and not just trying to make the deal happen. Praxis did a great job at making sure this stayed confidential until I found a buyer who I was comfortable with. Thankfully, Praxis found me 2 different ideal scenarios. Then I had this oh my gosh, I have to choose. The paperwork aspect can be a little daunting. It's a lot of paperwork exchange, and Praxis did a really good job of staying very organized, and so I didn't have to turn in the same information twice. I certainly could not have done what Praxis did for Pampered Paws. They are really professionals at what they do, and they were able to present my practice precisely and effectively, and find the best match. A lot of veterinarians probably are terrified of paying a broker, or a broker getting a cut of a sale. I can honestly say that if I had handled this, it would have turned out way differently and not in my favor. For Praxis to find groups that would come in and take away the headaches with payroll and employee benefits and inventory, but change nothing else, and keep the culture as is, makes me feel like I can leave and nothing will change, and my legacy will continue, and I can rebuild close to family. Praxis had communicated to me that I'm in a very small town, this is a small practice and a very unique practice, and so they were good at letting me know all the challenges ahead, but they were able to communicate the uniqueness and the opportunity to some of the bigger organizations that they work with, and that actually worked to our benefit. Roger Lee really encouraged me to focus on culture and my legacy and what was important to me beyond the business aspect, and what I want Pampered Paws to be in the future for the community and the employees and the animals in our community. One of the challenges too for me as a single mom is I really needed to sell the practice and the real estate versus just the practice to be able to make this work. And Roger Lee was very clear that that can sometimes happen, but it's not the norm. When in fact, both of the groups that I couldn't even choose from the get-go, because they're both so exceptional, offered to buy the real estate too. And it was really a seamless process. So I was really pleased with the professionalism of Praxis. I was also very, very pleased with the professionalism of both of the organizations who got into a little bit of a bidding war for my practice. And so the entire experience has been just really, really a positive thing for a very hard decision for me. So I couldn't have asked more from Roger Lee or Max, and I certainly couldn't have asked more from both of the buyers. So I'm very grateful to have had such a wonderful experience, because again, I'm selling my baby kind of.